Hi guys, Marika here with another card tutorial, and today I'm part of a blog hop for Challenge of the Month, which this month is favorite. So I am showing you my favorite kind of background. I'm gonna do some ink splotching. So I'm using distress inks. I'm using 3 of them for the splotching, which is Evergreen Bough, Peacock Feather and Chipped Sapphire. I'm using a lot of the Evergreen Bough and then adding lesser and lesser of the darker inks for this first layer. Sometimes I will do more of these kind of areas, but today I'm actually just using 1 because I really liked how the card turned out just after 2 dips. So I take a piece of watercolor cardstock by this Distress Ink watercolor cardstock, which is pre-cut to 5.5 by 4.25, and then I just smooch the paper down into the ink. Why it's called the smooshing technique. And then I take my heat tool and I dry it. But I don't do it once. I can do it a lot of times. It all depends on if I like the result or not. In this case, I actually like the result just after 2 dips. So after drying it completely, I am dipping it back into the ink, and I picked up some really strong colors of those like bluish greens, which looked perfectly on that paper. So I'm kind of leaving it as it is after I dried it. But I do add a little bit extra detail, and that is I'm doing some splattering. So I'm just putting some ink down onto a acrylic block, picking it up with the size 2 Ranger brush, and then I just splatter the color onto it. I use the Ranger 2 size because I really like the size of the splatters that it makes. If you want bigger splatters, go with a bigger brush. The splatters are done in Chipped Sapphire and ground espresso. For the kind of card, I'm going to make a very simple card. So I'm start with a die cut. This die comes from the Beach Party kit. So if you haven't gotten it yet, there is actually a couple of them left. So you can always find the links in the description down below to all the products that I've used. So if you really want this die, go and get that kit because it's exclusive to that kit. The watercolor cardstock warps a little bit by this technique, and you can place it under heavy things for a while, but I use a lot of tape runner. I have a really good tape runner. The Crafty Companion is very sticky tape runner, and I really like it. So I match up the paper with my card base, which is a standard A2 card base, and it fits perfectly on there. And then I'm going to burnish it down to make the glue stick a little bit extra so that it doesn't peel off from my card base. Then I'm going to use some Mono Multi by Tombow, hard to pronounce that one, to add my little die cut. I have a love-hate relationship with this glue. I really love how it sticks down and how I can make those little dots and everything, but when you get it on your fingers, you are so sticky because it's one of those glues that dry sticky. So you can use it either as a permanent when you put it down as wet, or you can put it down or if you put it down dry, it is repositionable. Now for the sentiment, I'm using the This Must Be Love stamp set, and I'm using the Love stamp set, and I have stamped it in some VersaFine Onyx Black because I love that black ink, and I'm pushing it down really thoroughly so I get a really good stamp. And because I'm using watercolor cardstock, it's a little bit grainy, so I have to be really careful for that. For the last details of this card, I'm going to use some sequins. This is a sequins pack that comes in the kit. If you want this specific one, go and get the kit. Still a couple left, but I'm just using these little droplets, which is these sequins are from Pretty Pink Posh. So you can get all of those from Pretty Pink Posh in separate packages if you want that. I really love these droplets because they work on any kind of color surface, but I really love having them in like blue and green surfaces. They kind of pick up the colors beneath them. I put them down with some glossy accents, and yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to fiddle with those kind of sequins. But that was the card for today. I hope you liked it. If you do, please thumbs it up and come and join us on the Create a Smile challenge this month. If you have any questions, just comment down below. Down below you find all the details of the card. Thank you again, and I'll see you later. Bye!